Hey, hopefully everything works. It's been a while since I've done this. Oh, let's move that chat over there. And the guild isn't working, so let's go fix the guild. Oh. It's been a while since I last streamed. I don't even know if everything's working, but I hope it is. Hopefully we working. Run, 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 run. Nope, not you. That one. Execute that, and then let's put reduced rates on. What's that do? And then we just wait in the hope that something works. There. I hit buttons, but no. There we go. Copied link. Let's go to Discord. There we go. So this is always the worst part, where you're just kind of waiting for a dungeon to happen. But hopefully everyone can hear me. There we go. So it's when you teleport as well. Every time. Where do I put my mic? And we're not... Cables everywhere. I don't know where my glasses is. We'll figure this out. Where are all my glasses? First time playing through the main storyline or an old hand? I'm an old hand. But it's been a while. So, admittedly I haven't streamed for a while, but we were recruiting people on here to basically start our own little guilds. So we've put a bid in for a house and like all that good stuff. I did have a moment where I deleted the character, so I started again, so it made it even worse for me. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm a bit of a moron. And sometimes it's just about like admitting that I'm a bit of a moron, perhaps. But it's been a very long time since I last did Stormblood. And how's my sound, Kai? Only one enemy? Yes, one in the boss, isn't it? Because I'm not going to lie, the sound for me sounds like my eardrums are being burned. So I really need to adjust my own sound. But it has been a long while since I last streamed. I should have took him at the end, guys. It's so pretty and sparkly. I don't know why that's my approach to this thing. Pretty sparkles. There we go. I can afford one here. It's one of those moments where it's like, tell me you know what you don't know what you're doing, because I don't know what. Yeah, the whole idea about coming back to the game now is about trying to find out if I remember really how to play, and to do a load of the content that I wouldn't have done my first time around. And there was a lot of content that I did do the first time around. I can't help but wonder if this is the first time that I've actually had a party that knows what they're doing, or what. Don't flash. Puppies! Ooh. Yep, I didn't move, that's my bad. Whatever. Ah, my microphone's not actually connected. Why? There we go, my voice should be here now. I can't believe that just happened. So now the question is that exactly what's happening on my YouTube channel as well? But hopefully, hopefully now people can hear me. Double meat, triple meat. Oh, flashy. Itchy days. Well, let's utilize this as the first one, don't we? Lines are bad. Lines are very bad. Me. Yeah, this is why I started off by saying classes. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Super rough. Yep, Yes, I want horns, thank you. Ninjas! What that for? That was up, that was fine. Wait. Itchy face. Nailed it. And hope. Okay, my mic's been picked up on YouTube, so that's okay. That's not so bad. Still get a little bit. Blue Kebab Store. That's the name I wanted to see. I do love a subtle nod. Mm. Let's go. Flashy as hell. Grim. Remember, all that matters is that I entertain myself. We go together. Right? Yep, but don't want to go with it. Don't want to go here. Also, don't want you to go in the middle either. Right, Beyblades. Let's take the Beyblades. Probably go in a straight line. What you doing? Hey! I don't know if you just noticed that my balls just dropped. I'm trying to start streaming again and kind of pick up from where I left off, which is incredibly rough when I don't even. I think a good chunk of this stream, my microphone wasn't enabled. Yep, pull him back. Put your ass over it. Or don't. Good times. Meat. Yeah, and the thing is as well, I just didn't know really what to stream. It's like I want to log on. You see, this is the thing, right? I mean, it's like you said to me. Playing MMOs, it's not about, like, playing it all the time. And when it comes to some of the other guild stuff, that's why you've got me there. Yeah, I would take that. I will not take that, and I will not take that. Right, so, you know, everything's still working. I enabled the guild bits and pieces. So, all is good. Is that why I logged on and saw cheap travel action enabled? That's correct. That is correct. It's partially because I'm a lazy boy, I'm not going to lie.
Have you aught to say for yourself? For what you have done to our people? Your people?
When I'm left to my own devices, I will always pick travel.
People, he says.
Right, I'm just turning my camera off for a
The
second.
precious lordling beloved by all, come to confront the wicked witch. My parents taught me no better.
But if you're not on...
They rode me from dawn to dusk like an ox or an ass or some other beast of burden. Until, that is, my brother spied a chance to transform the family fortunes. And so I was married to a vicious old drunk, who beat me as he pleased. And when I pleaded for help, I was told to grin and bear it. For the family, for him, for everyone's sake. They pretended not to notice, but they knew. They knew. What did it matter? I was nothing to them. Less than nothing. I wasn't of their flesh. I wasn't a fellow Domon. I wasn't even a person. I might just as well have been dead.
You see, the thing is like, my first time playing through this, I thought Yoyotsu was a bit of a bitch. But then actually, over time, I
And
started to
then
really
my
enjoy the
husband
character.
Passed away one day, and so I was sold off yet again to pay his debts. But this time, I found a way to live for myself, to survive as a spy for the Empire. Oh, those were the days when the scales first fell from my eyes. No longer would I be a slave to my parents or my husband or the pleasure house. I would be free.
So, there are times where I do the exact same thing. It was just this time around. It's this thing that comes with streaming.
That would be enough, I thought.
And I find the
Until I saw a
later
woman
expansions
beaten
to be really good.
My heart skipped a beat. Lying at my feet, groaning in agony, sobbing in despair. Powerless, helpless, hopeless. A vision forever seared into my soul. Oh. There was nothing I would not do
Yeah,
to feel
so
that joy again.
Heavensward
To bend
Heavensward?
this cruel,
Heavensward?
twisted
Heavensward
world to my whim.
was a fantastic expansion at the time.
Now, having borne witness to my life's work, have you aught to say to me? "'Twas kind of you to lend me your ear, my lord. But now it is time for us to conclude our little tete-a-tete with a final game of chance. Who shall stand, and who shall fall?
Yeah, so,
Let
you know,
the
from that
die
perspective,
be
yeah, okay, that's true.
cast."
But we've got the house now.
This was her plan from the first, to bring the keep down on our heads.
And because we've got the house, everything else is a lot better. I do enjoy a good bullet being cut
I
too.
will remember your words. We must flee. Order our forces to withdraw.
Just waiting on the bid. It's Thursday, isn't it? Thursday when we'll be able to get the guild house. Or the FC house. Yeah. I have a feeling it's Thursday. And I'm pretty sure we're going to get it. I won't be around, so you have to let me know. Yeah, okay. No, that's fair.
Go, my lord! While you still can! I cannot hold it forever!
No, we will not leave you behind.
I do find it weird that some of the character
Do
voice
your
actors are
duty!
like
Deliver Lord Hien and the others to
very
safety!
British.
Now, forthwith! I shall manage on my own!
Okay. Well, no, that makes sense.
Gosetsu!
Okay, remember when I said I started to like the character? What a bitch. Probably finished around 1 AM Friday morning and working. Oof.
No one leaves. Not you or
When do you sleep?
anyone else.
Well, do you know what? You're right. I kind of felt the same. So, I haven't done Dawn Trail. I've done everything else,
'Tis not this old friend cannot bear.
but I did look at this expansion to be like the Mists of Pandaria equivalent.
The day is won.
That makes sense.
Tomorrow beckons. Nay, thank you for granting me new purpose and a measure of peace.
This is pretty peaceful. Yeah, I mean, okay, that's fair. You don't sleep.
Gosetsu.
I didn't.
You never failed us.
But do you know what? I'm sure there's people that Stormblood for me is very anime.
And I'm a better man for your guidance.
Like, and even Shadowbringers is pretty much an isekai, right? You know, being taken to a different world, but it was like so good. Then I just really love the Final Fantasy 8 stuff that was in there.
Be proud.
I am Shun, more than you know.
The problem with Stormblood, though, is it came out. It came after Heavensward. It did. But like at the time, Heavensward was. It was. You know. Yeah. Okay. You're not. I need to be hyped up a little bit for Dawn Trail because I rushed to try and get my old main character to Dawn Trail.
Cast the die.
And then I started to see what everyone was saying about it, and I was like, "Oh man, do you know what? I have rushed. I have pushed myself to get here, and now everyone's telling me I've wasted my time." No me gusta. You know, not a happy bunny for that one.
How merciful the gods that I should find you in time.
Although this bit's very much Gandalf turning up with the Eagles.
We must turn back now before it is too late.
Oh yeah. Yeah, to be fair, you know, and the fact that we've created an FC and stuff, and we're hitting the game properly, that's going to be the thing that keeps me here.
Eyes forward, Cyrano. That was his wish.
Yeah. So a lot of the build up,
Deliver you to safety.
I didn't really pay this time around. I didn't really pay attention, and I skipped all the way through. It was only up to the point where you've done the dungeon, and I do this in a lot of games. If I'm honest with you, the story's not that interesting. I just skip. Although never do that in a Kingdom Hearts game. You do that in a Kingdom Hearts game, you have no clue what's going on. Although we will start having a bit of a skip party now. The amount of times I skip in the game and then be like, who's that? Yeah. You see, the thing with me, though, is because I've done everything up to Dawn Trail, I don't feel that bad by skipping stuff. But I realise that I am streaming, and that there are people that are like, oh, there's the random guy streaming on YouTube. What's this game all about? It doesn't look great. Do you know what I mean? Towards the end of Endwalker, there was a part of the main story. Yeah, but like Endwalker did fantastically. Red Zile, thank you very much for the follow. You've just reminded me that I haven't turned on all my notifications and stuff. So that's without me randomly moaning. There we go. Yeah, and what was the 0? No. The post-game content where you had a Reaper with you. That was a demon hunter. Like she was such a cool character. 0, yeah. 0 was like unexpectedly good for a post-game DLC. Hey, time's up in chat. Starts kicking off. The only thing that weirds me out with looking at Dawn Trail, so I haven't seen a great deal. But I do know there's a lot of Final Fantasy 9 in there. And it's the Final Fantasy 9 stuff that's got me a little bit excited. But then you're just like, why are we in the future now? I hated it so much on stuff for 3 months, and then came back and finished it. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Monk, how you doing, buddy? It's definitely been a while. Like, I think it's because I just know all these areas that I'm like, well, it's nice and peaceful. I'm also like, I just want to go through this really quickly. I've never played the other Final Fantasy games when they have raids set in other games. I just got confused. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, fair. Good man, you? Yeah, I'm pretty good. Pretty good. It's my first day back streaming. I've already had some technical issues, so when I first started streaming today, like, what, 30 minutes ago? I think for a good 10 to 15 minutes I realised that my mic wasn't recording any audio. Hilariously. But this is Final Fantasy XIV. I am skipping a lot of the story because I have done a good chunk of it already. Oh, well, pretty much all of it before. I still have no clue what's going on with the 2B raids, the Nier Automata stuff. You don't need to. And it's kind of like playing the Nier games. Like, those raids are awesome, right? Music alone. The music in those raids is just... It's perfect. It's the perfect mashup of Final Fantasy XIV with Nier. I mean, that shouldn't be better than the trousers I got. Oh, maybe it should, because I didn't buy... Yeah, okay. Checks out. Yeah, I was being a bit tight as well, so I decided to... Because obviously, you know, you're leveling your first... The game's called Others. Node 3, this is called Final Fantasy XIV. And it's out on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. And it runs really well if you've got a Steam Deck or like ROG Ally. Aether right. It's a very cool setting, but know nothing all about Nier, so I was very confused for a while. The Nier games are like fantastic, like action roleplay games. 3, thank you very much for the follow. Although it looks like my tick counter didn't go up. Hype, hype. Hey, Hey, Richie New, thanks for liking the live, buddy. I should have paid attention. Come back out. Right, where are you? Oh, this is why I'm supposed to wear my glasses while I play games. Do. Oh no. Hey, thank you very much though. It's good to see those hearts coming in. I would definitely join the FC, but not sure I have patience to spend 300 hours playing the... Well, yeah. I mean, I'm a patient soul. The thing is like, there's something which is quite nice having an FC. So it's me and Mitt, who I think is still here. You know, we've made this together.
Apologies for the wait.
We've both got a house. We got a house early. We're waiting on the bid of a new house. We are in Ishgard because I think not a lot of people like Ishgard.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship.
But
Do try
I
and
love
enjoy
it.
the journey, won't you? It
Just
may
not
be
on
your last
like
chance
a
to
cloudy
rest for a
day.
while.
So just as a bit of an FYI, so when I turn my camera off, it's because I want to vape during cutscenes, but I can't vape on TikTok because then they will they tell me off.
Precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
And what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
Not to speak of, I assure you.
You there! Hold that ship!
What are you two doing here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word. We half wondered if I had done something...
By tower, do you mean Palace of the Dead?
Upon learning that you had departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
Give me 2 seconds, I'll teleport there.
You mean you came all
You will
this way
need to
just
pick up
say
the
goodbye?
quest for it, and I can't remember where the quest is picked up from.
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say. You helped us win our freedom, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it
Yeah,
not be wise
100%.
to concentrate your resources on
It's the same with Yoyotsu, when you find out more about it. Hey, Tyber, thank you very
I had
much.
a mind
Have a
to
good
pursue
evening.
more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did.
Hi.
Even the Empire.
It was really weird not streaming with a hat, or without a hat.
And besides, so long as this debt remains...
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
That's right, we're doing God's work.
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started.
Hey, Richie New,
Have it
welcome
in
back.
you, Lise. To seize the future you want.
Eh.
Never forget.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
So there are statues out now of the
I will
twins,
hold you to that.
and I really want to get them. But I keep thinking,
Go with them to
one, I don't know where I'd put them.
Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand.
So this is proper voice acting.
By your leave.
So Final Fantasy XIV is a bit of a weird game in that they use voice acting sparingly. But they use it to kind of really hit home with what they're doing.
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor!
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friend.
And then there are some characters which are...
We meet again beneath a western sky.
so one of the voice actors is died, actually. Yugiri. However, If you watch EastEnders, she was originally in she came from EastEnders. I really need to turn my glasses off. And yeah, Mitt, when this cutscene's done, I will show you where you need to go. Modelling for 14 is really hard. What do you mean?
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we'd poured into that hole, and for what?
Do you mean like mods? There's that guy. Oh, modding in general. Yeah, it is. I tend to stay away from it because of how weird people can be. I do use a custom launcher, but that's just for quicker updating.
The beast.
I love that he has swords that are in a revolver.
Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws. I wonder, will you walk into my parlor once more?
For Dolorem Lupus, come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Cranie Lupi.
I do feel like she just said a lot of words. Is it my first playthrough? No. I do have a character over on Light. They are up to the point of Dawn Trail. But myself and Mitt, who may or may not be still here, we start. He wanted to start. We had another follower who wanted to start, but they didn't last that long. And we made a FC and everything over on Omega.
Yes, my lord.
And I will turn my phone into silent. There we go.
My lord, this is...
A reward given in recognition of your service, I trust you will.
But with me playing through again, or starting a new character from scratch, I am doing things like crafting. So I'm doing diadem, I will be doing the the restoration stuff in Stormblood. I'm really just trying to do everything that I never did before.
Silence that mewling little piglet.
You know, like getting to floor 200 in Palace of the Dead and stuff. There's so much content that I wanted to do, and for some reason I would just say I didn't have the stamina for it. It's probably a good way to say that. But now I have the resolve. Hey, Scott Welsh, thank you for liking the video. I don't want any of this stuff. And what that also means is, Mitt, are you still here? Okay, so you need to go to... Pretty sure it's Quarry Mill. Yeah, it is. Do I still have it? Do I still have it? God, there's so much I need to clean up. I've got a feeling that the quest will start in Gridania. And before I move on, I will quickly do those dailies I wanted to get done. Because, again, it's about getting all those mounts. Oh, okay. Do you want me to come with you for your first one? Hang on, let me come back. I'll come with you for your first one. At least this way, you'll have my voice in the background, right? What do you mean? I haven't got enough. Bear with. Oh, it's my shield. Yeah, at least, you know, you're only hearing my voice, like, when you're playing the game, right? Could be worse. Oh boy. Please hold. Please hold. Please hold. That doesn't feel like the optimal way to do that. That does. That as an AoE, so we'll put you there. Okay, that'll do for now. Okay, so we're going to try and join with a match party. So the way it works is every 10 levels, every 10 floors, you can leave. So it will save your progress. When you've got up to a certain point, people grind a 10 floor range. And they do that until they get to level 50 or 60. And then there's another version or equivalent of it in Stormblood, where you would then do it for another 10 to 20 levels. And then there's another version later on. 30 minutes. Okay, no, you and me are going to do this. Yep, that's how patient I am. Fixed party. Let's go. Yeah, pretty much. Every other expansion has a grind spot. And just because I'm recording and saving on YouTube, this is Palace of the Dead. Yeah, so it's basically a roguelite. And as you saw there, our weapon leveled. Your weapon, the levels of your weapon and armor, they carry over between your other characters. So ideally, if you want to do the, you know, completing everything, you want to make sure you level up your weapon and armor while you're in here. And that's the beauty of these places as well, is that you don't have to have external gear, so what you've got equipped doesn't actually matter. And while the chests have the like, there's a chance that they will upgrade your equipment or your equipment, they also drop items that you can use. So in some of the other levels or other versions, you can summon. There are summons that you can bring in, and they will just basically clear the entire area. Yeah. But it's okay because we're level 5 now. But basically, when you leave, when you've done your 10 levels and it takes you back to the middle ground, there is you get EXP for your actual character or the class that you're playing as. And when your weapons get to a certain level, you can actually take the weapons out. So these are actually a really good way to like just learn how to play your class and stuff. But only because you're starting from a low level. Hopefully that makes sense. Well, some of the problem that you have with some of the other bits, you know, like some class, like Red Mage, for example, they start at level 50 when you first unlock them. Whereas now that I'm in here, I'm level 6, so I'm slowly being reintroduced to the actual character itself, or the class itself. Okay, we haven't killed enough. Did a bomb just go off? A bomb just went off, didn't it? Yeah, you got hit by a bomb. So there are traps and stuff in here as well. As well as, like, treasure. God damn it. I'm still pacified. There you go, now we have to run all the way back. Oh, hello. But you do get to a point with this where you can unlock different treasure. So you can, there's mounts and pets and stuff that you can get from just doing this content. They are random rewards, so you don't really have any control over it whatsoever. Hey, another trap. There's a treasure chest here, so I'd like to find it. What game is this? Huh? This is Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm currently doing some of the Palace of the Dead content. Oh yeah, I can't do anything because I'm under an affliction, which I assume you are the same. Skank Hunt 67. Okay, that's everything. You hit another trap. But that's basically the way that the Palace of the Dead works, and it pretty much sets the foundation for everything else. Slowly work your way through. You know, we'll move quick. It's up to how you want to play it. What can I say? The traps love me. And there's a little bit of story that's linked to all of this as well. Eventually, I don't think that's the first boss. So the 10th floor will be the floor with the boss on, I think. Right. Little froggy though. So the accursed horde are the items that I was referring to before, where it's basically a random box, and there's a chance it'll have something cool in there. There's a chance it'll have some trash in there. Oh, and the one piece of advice I probably should give you is don't really stand in the middle. So, like, I always try and stay in the edge of rooms. Never mind. That went against my own advice. The only thing I would say is I don't know how on console you open up your the items that we've collected. So at the moment, we're carrying 3 pommanders of strength, defense. It's one or the other, and that increases our your defense, so reducing the damage by 40%. At least now you can see the traps on the floor. So in the next room, you've got that golden glow on the floor. I'll let you go stand in there. Just because there's an achievement linked to it. Whoops. In the gold one, not the ominous looking one. Well, one is a gold circle with a line coming up. Oh, really? Okay. Now, the one thing that might confuse you is when you go and do this on your own, you'll see that you've only got 2 save slots. What you need to make sure that you do is you reset your slots. Unless you are trying to solo your way to the max floor. But yeah, there's something really nice about Palace of the Dead. It's just the sort of grinds that I enjoy. Hey, Victor, thank you very much for liking the live. That's okay, ignore that drop. Yeah, poison's not my favourite thing in the world. Yeah, I appreciated that panic kill. And then we're gonna... Just because I'm getting a little bit lazy, a little bit tired. And so here's the boss. Go have fun. Don't knock yourself out. Please keep me alive. Preferably not with an AoE heal when I'm not stood anywhere near you. And it's almost done. Hey, and we've completed our first 10 floors at Palace of the Dead. You run off, cat. It's alright. DPS Colin's different to Healer Colin. Flashy! And then for me, that's going to be the only Palace of the Dead I do tonight, so you exit. But the way it works is when you get the... Whichever one you grind, I think it's 40 to 50. When you get to that point, you can do 3 to 4 runs. And keep in mind you would have a full party, right? So you could do that. And then get a level. And that works out quicker, usually, than just doing dungeons. However, if there is a time where it says, you know, healer is in need, then the best thing that you can do is take that opportunity and get the extra tomes, extra XP and stuff for doing it that way. Does that make sense, good sir? Only until you get used to it. It's one of those things that everyone will struggle with it as a brand new player. Until you've done a few runs, got the EXP and stuff that you need for it, yeah? Up until that point, life's a bit rough. But it does get better. But what I'm going to say is, thank you to everyone that's watched. Thank you for anyone that might watch me on YouTube afterwards. But what I'll say, is my arse is getting numb, so I'm going to leave it there for tonight. But I think today was a good start, a good reintroduction to me streaming again. So to everyone who's joined, have a good evening.